So in our previous lecture we have discussed about the combinational logical circuits, and also we have seen what is a combinational logical circuit, and also we have seen the design procedure involved in designing a combinational logical circuits. So under combinational logical circuits we are going to study about this the main important topics that we are going to learn in this combinational logical circuits is the first one is arithmetic circuits. Next we are going to learn about encoders, decoders, multiplexers and so on, and comparator, etc. We are going to learn about all these topics in detail in this combinational logical circuits. So now let us take the first one is the arithmetic circuits. So under arithmetic circuits we are going to learn about the additions and the adders and the subtractors. So first of all, what is an arithmetic circuit? In generally, arithmetic means it performs the addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication operation and division operation, right? So also we are going to learn about the adders and the subtractors in detail under arithmetic circuits. So first let us see the adders. So under adders we are going to learn about the half adder and the full adder. Half adder and full adder. So let us see in detail about the half adder. So the first one is a half adder. We are going to see about the half adder. So what is a half adder? How it will be works, right? How it will work, right? So adder, as the name itself indicates that adder, it performs the addition of the two binary digits. It performs the addition of the two binary digits, and the block diagram for this half adder will be like this. This is a half adder. It is having two inputs A and B. Also it is having two outputs, sum and carry. So sum will be represented with S and carry will be represented with C. So now let us see the truth table for this half adder. So A and B are the inputs, sum and carry are the outputs. So when we are having two inputs, we will be having four possibilities, right? The four possibilities are 0 0, 0 1, 1 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So when we are performing the addition of 0 and 0, the output, the sum will be 0, also the carry will also be 0. And when we are adding 0 and 1, sum will be 1 and the carry will be 0. And when we are performing the addition for this 1 and 0, the sum will be 1 and carry will also be 0. And when we are performing the addition of 1 1, sum will be 0 and the carry will be 1. So this is the truth table for the half adder. So now let us simplify it by using a K-map, right? As we are having the truth table for this half adder, so now let us simplify or realize or minimize with K-map, right? So as we are having two inputs, we will be having 2 power 2, that is equals to 4 squares in a K-map. So this is A, B, 0, 1 and 0, 1. So first I am performing the K-map for sum. I am performing the K-map for this one, sum, S, right? So when the inputs A and B are 0 and 1, the sum is 1. So when the inputs A is 0 and B is 1, sum is 1. And when the inputs A is 1 and B is 0, sum is 1, right? So here we are unable to form the grouping, right? So we need to take them as individually. So sum S is equals to, so write this one, A complement B plus A B complement, right? So the sum for this half adder will be A complement B plus A B complement. So we can write this as A XOR B, as A XOR B is equals to A complement B plus A B complement, right? So now let us draw the K-map representation for the carry C. A B 0 1 0 1, and this is for carry, right? So here when the input A and B are ones only, C will be becoming 1. So this is the only minterm that is present in this K-map. So C can be written as C is equals to A B. So as we have seen in the design procedure of a combinational logic circuit, the first step that involved in the design procedure for this combinational logical circuit is that with the word problem we need to identify the inputs and the outputs, right? The next step is we need to draw the truth table, and the next one is minimize the truth table by using the K-map, and finally we need to implement the circuit with the logic gates, right? So here we are having the outputs S and C, right? So now we need to implement the circuit with the logic gates. So for sum S is equals to A XOR B. So A XOR B, this is sum, this is input A and input B, this is the XOR, right? Sum will be represented like this, and now we are having a carry C is equals to A B. So A and this is B, this is carry, it is performing the AND operation. So this is the circuit diagram, combinational circuit diagram for a half adder. So now let us see the full adder representation. Now let us see the full adder. So the full adder is nothing but it performs the addition of the 3 binary digits. As we have seen in the half adder, as the half adder performs the addition of 2 binary digits, full adder performs the addition of the 3 binary digits. So the block diagram for this full adder will be like this. This is a full adder and it is having 3 inputs A, B and C, and it is having 2 outputs, sum, and it is represented with S, and a carry, and it is represented with C0. Why I am here representing it as C0 means we need not to confuse with this C, right? So this is the block diagram for a full adder. So now let us draw the truth table for the full adder. So for a full adder we are having 3 inputs A, B and C, and we are having 2 outputs, sum and carry, right? So when we are having 3 inputs, we will be having 8 possibilities, right? So the possibilities are 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. So when you are performing the addition of 0 0 and 0, sum will become 0 and the carry will become 0. And when we are performing the addition of 0, 0 and 1, sum will be 1, carry will be 0. When we are performing the addition of 0, 1 and 0, sum will become 1, carry will become 0. When we are performing the addition of 0, 1, 1, sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. And when we are performing the addition of 1, 0, 0, sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. When adding 1, 0, 1, sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. While on adding 1, 1, 0, sum will be 0, carry will be 1. And when adding all the 3's 1, 1, 1, sum will be 1, also the carry will also be 1. So this is the truth table for a full adder. So now we need to minimize this truth table by using a K-map. So for sum, here we are having 3 inputs, we need to minimize it by using a 3 variable map, right? So that is, it is having 8 squares. Zero, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 0, 1, and this is for sum. Yes, right? So when 0 inputs are 0, 0, 1, sum is 1. So 0, 0, 1, sum is 1. When it is 0, 1, 0, sum is 1. 0, 1, 0, sum is 1. And next, when it is 1, 0, 0, sum is 1. And when it is 1, 1, 1, sum is 1. So if you observe here, there is no possibility to group the min terms, right? So the sum will be like this: S is equals to A complement B complement C plus A complement B C complement plus A B complement C complement plus A B C sum, right? So now we can write this sum as S is equals to A complement. So I'm just rearranging the values here, right? A complement B complement C plus ABC plus A complement B complement C plus AB complement C. So S is equals to, so here I am taking C as common, and it is, we are remaining with A complement B complement plus AB plus, here I am taking C complement as common, A complement B plus A B complement by using Boolean algebra, right? So now S will become, S is equals to C. If you observe here, A complement B complement plus AB, which is the XNOR representation, right? C into A XNOR B plus C complement into A complement B plus A B complement is nothing but A XOR B. So C complement into A XOR B. So now sum S is equals to, if you observe here, as we are already familiar with this XOR and XNOR representations, right? So the complement of XOR the complement of XOR is nothing but the XNOR. So C into A XOR B whole complement plus C complement into A XOR B. So if you observe here, for XOR representation, C into A XOR B whole complement plus C complement into A XOR B. So if you observe here, it will be like A B complement plus A complement B, right, which is nothing but A XOR B, right. So if you observe here, it will be like this. The sum will become S is equals to A XOR B XOR C. So this is the this is the sum for a full adder. So now let us see the minimized expression for the carry. So now let us see for carry C0. For C0, I am erasing them. So for C0, when we are having 0, 1, 1 as inputs, C0 is equals to 1. So 0, 1, 1, this is the minterm. And when it is a 1, 0, 1, C0 is equals to 1. So 1, 0, 1. Next, when it is 1, 1, 0, carry is equals to 1. And next it is 1, 1, 1, carry is equals to 1. So by observing this, we can form 3 pairs here, right? See, this is the first pair, this is the second pair, and this is the third pair, right? So now the carry C0 will become C0 is equals to, so first take this pair, so here A value is constant and B value is varying and C value is constant. So AC plus next one, take the next pair. So in this pair also A value is constant and B value is constant and C value is varying. So AB plus, if you observe in this pair, A value is varying and B and C values are constant. So BC, the C0 is equals to AC plus AB plus BC, and sum is equals to A XOR B, XOR C. So these are the sum and the carry outputs for the full adder. So now let us draw the logical circuit for this, combinational circuit for this sum and carry by using the logic gates. For sum, we are having 3 inputs, right? So the 3 inputs will be A, this is A complement, next one is B, this is B complement, C, and this will be C complement. So now see, S is equals to A complement, B complement, C complement is one product term which is a implicant, right, prime implicant. So A complement, B complement, C, it forms one AND gate. It is A complement, B complement, C. So next one is A complement B, C complement. So A complement B, C complement. So this forms one AND gate, A complement B, C complement. Next one is A, B complement, C complement. So A, B complement and C complement. A, B complement and C complement. Next one is A, B, C. A, B, C. This is ABC. All these 4 product terms are combined by using an OR operation, right? So here all these combinations will be combined with an OR gate, which is equals to yes. So this is the sum representation by using the logic gates. Now we need to represent the carry operator, carry, right? C0, that is AB plus, so this is A, B is one product term, next one is BC, B, C is one product term, next one is AC, A and C is one product term. All this is AB, this is BC and this is AC. All the three product terms are combined with an OR gate, right? This is nothing but C0. This is the basic logic gate implementation of a full adder. So now here we have seen that the sum S is equals to A XOR B XOR C, right? So we can also implement the same logic, full adder logic, by using the two half adders. So now let us see how to implement the full adder by using a two half adders. C complement is equals to AB plus AC plus BC, and now we need to get this C complement value also in XOR representation, right? So C complement is equals to AB plus AC plus BC. So now AB plus, here I am taking C as common, right? And I have written it as AB plus C into A plus B. So this can be written as AB plus C into A plus B into A plus A complement into B plus B complement. Yes, I can write it like this as A plus A complement is equals to 1 and B plus B complement is equals to 1. So I am writing it like this, and now this is equals to AB plus C into, now I am multiplying these two factors, right? So A into A plus A into A complement plus AB plus A complement B into B plus B complement, right? So if you observe here, A into A will become A, and A and A complement will become 0, right? So this can be written as AB plus C into A plus AB plus A complement B into B plus B complement. So and now I am multiplying both these factors. So I am getting AB plus C into AB plus AB complement plus A into BB plus A into B complement plus A complement B into B plus A complement B into B complement, right? So if you observe it here, AB plus C into AB plus AB complement plus, so here I am having B into B. So B into B can be written as B, and B into B complement will become 0. So B into B is again B, and B into B complement is 0. So I am eliminating both these products, right? So now it will become AB plus A complement B. So here I am having AB twice, right? So I am eliminating one AB and I am writing the equation as AB plus C into AB plus AB complement plus A complement B. So now C0 will become C naught is equals to AB plus ABC plus C into AB complement plus A complement B. So now this is equals to, here I am taking AB as common, 1 plus C plus C into AB complement plus A complement B. So 1 plus C will become 1. So this implies C naught is equals to AB plus C into A XOR B, right? So AB complement plus A complement B is nothing but A XOR B. So this is the C naught representation, C naught expression, and representing in XOR representation, right? So now let us draw the full adder circuit by using the two half adders, right? So I am representing it, right? So C naught is equals to AB plus C into A XOR B. So this is the final expression that we got, right? So now, so a half adder consists of one XOR gate and one AND gate, right? So this is a half adder and it is having two inputs AB. This is A XOR B. So this is AB, right? This is one half adder. This is another half adder, right? So if you observe here, the sum S is equals to A XOR B XOR C, right? Here I am having A B A XOR B, and now I am taking C here. This is C. So this is one input is A XOR B and the another input is C. So finally I will be getting A XOR B XOR C, which is nothing but the sum S, right? So I got the A XOR B XOR C. So now for C naught, let us see. So here I am having two products, right? So AB, I already got it, right? Now see, this in this half adder circuit, this one is A XOR B, this is A XOR B, and this is C. So this will become C into A XOR B, C into A XOR B. So now I need to combine both these AND gates with an OR operation, right? So I am combining both these operations with an OR gate, which is nothing but C naught. This is how we will be representing a full adder with an half adder.